Hi Aries, welcome. So Aries, this is going to be your reading. I'm going to start with the spiritual general messages, and then I'm going to go into the you versus them love portion of the reading. Time stamping this March, but my readings are actually timeless, so I just trust that whenever you find this, that's when it's for you. So let's get into it and see. So, Aries, I was getting a message when I was meditating for the collective Aries energy that it's a balance between like staying grounded and staying practical, but also following your heart and following your dreams, right? And where can you find the give and take there, or the balance, if you will? So there was a strong encouragement to listen to the way that you're feeling, to listen to your intuitions, but there was also this very hopeful, healing energy coming through as well. So I really loved that for you. And then the card that you just got out here is the card of Pluto, Scorpion energy. For some of you, you may have that in your chart, and or it's just the influencing vibes, which is talking about endings, new beginnings, transformations, renewal of your inner resources, following your instincts and intuition. This is all about clearing out old cycles, old karma, old BS, and beginning anew. Which is interesting, right? Because we just had a full moon a few days ago in Virgo. You may have felt the pull of that full moon. I felt that one was very intense, very Virgo-like, very emotional, a little bit irritable type of energy. Sometimes that it can bring out this like self-critical vibe or critical of others. Be careful about that. But it was a transformative energy. So let's see what else we have coming through then for you. For my Aries, you have the card of silence. Sorry. Choking on my own spit. Yeah. All right. You have the card of silence, the miser, the creator, and moment to moment. So the miser actually in this deck is Virgo energy. Some of you could be connecting with Virgo or have that in your chart, or it could be a heavy influence, the vibes, okay? And interestingly enough, right next to it came the card of silence, which has the full moon in it. So here I am talking about the full moon, and then the cards relate. So yeah, this is about kind of keeping things to yourself. It's a little bit of don't ask, don't tell energy. So I don't know if you're keeping, your cards close to your chest, or maybe you're being advised, to keep some things to yourself. But you also have the card of the creator and moment to moment, which is all about being in the driver's seat, Aries, and being in the space of easily being able to manifest during this time frame. And I definitely felt that spring energy coming through the Aries reading. Plus your birthday season is coming up and you rule spring. So I feel like this is your time. And I'm also getting the word equinox, and I'm not like super savvy on that. So maybe look up what that means. Is there a spring equinox? I'm gonna have to look that up. Anyways. But I feel like this is your time to shine, Aries, right? So don't get in your own way by getting in your own way. And I also heard don't stick your own foot in your mouth. Ooh, so be careful before you speak. Don't be speaking out of turn. That criticism vibe keeps coming up too. So you want to be wary, right, of being overly critical. But you also want to be wary of people who are overcritical, is that they can influence your energy, right? Like you could have a very positive mindset, but get with, that one friend or that one coworker that just loves to bitch about everything. And then before you know it, you are also in the ditch with them bitching about everything. You know what I mean? Like it's easy to adapt, I guess, to whoever you're connecting with, But, you know, be cautious about that, because oftentimes the criticism we throw out to others often comes right back to us. It's called the law of karma. It's also law of attraction, right? What you put out comes back. So just be careful. Give everybody grace. Everybody on this planet is doing the best that they can with where they're at right now, with their understanding of life, right? And the faster you can get on board with that mindset, the easier it is to just, you know, let go of things and forgive and not harshly judge or criticize others. Also, if say you're on the other end of that, say you're the one receiving, you know, criticism or whatever, just remember that it's more so about that person than it is personal about you, Aries. And so try not to absorb, you know, other people's ish and their opinions. Now, if some of it resonates with you, like if somebody's giving you a critique and it's things that you know you want to improve on, then take the feedback, you know, but leave the negative alone. You know, like it's all right to take it as feedback, but don't take it on yourself as part of your persona that you are this. You are this and you are that, or you are whatever they are saying you are, right? So yeah, let's get into it and see, Aries. What else for my Aries? And I had this song in my head all day. I have no idea if it's related to you or not, but just take it or leave it. It's Haley. No. Well, I might have a Haley watching. Halsey. Just the one part, not the whole song, just the one part where she says, and if you catch me in a fall. That's not even the lyrics right there. What's that? And if they laugh, then F them all. You said you'd catch me if I fall, and if they laugh, then F them all. That's the part that keeps playing in my head. Take it or leave it. Okay, so first line of cards out. King of Cups, Justice, and the Four of Cups. So this is like ignoring those negative naysayers, negative emotions. You know, sometimes it is best just to ignore, right? Rather than to let it get to you emotionally, because I do feel an emotional undercurrent here. You may find yourself like swept away in your thinking, you know, like daydreaming, but you also may find yourself swept away in emotion. So it's all about balance here, Aries, and getting a good balance on your emotional self. I do feel there's some sort of remorse coming through, and I actually feel this is coming from someone outside of you, but it's a general, so it could also be, you know, active in your energy. But I definitely feel that there's somebody here with a sense of remorse in the way that they treated you. So if somebody's been overly critical of you, okay, in the past or recently, I feel an immediate sense of remorse, whether they say it or not. So there's some recognition there in the energy. And or if it was you being the one critical, I feel like you immediately regretting it, you know, like catching yourself and then being like, ugh, I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be that person, you know. Like, you can't choose how other people choose to be, but you always get to choose who you're going to be, right? So, something to keep in mind. Let's go further for my Aries. What is Halsey's birthday? I know for sure she's not an Aries. Although she is fiery like one. I wonder if that's in her moon or rising. She's a Libra. Anyways, okay. Two of Swords, the World, and the Four of Swords. So, I heard caution. Caution. Don't throw caution to the wind. Okay? Listen to your intuition. Some of you are feeling blocked, though, for whatever reason, or, you know, having a difficult time maybe listening to your intuition. I feel like there's this big part of you that wants to heal something, lay something to rest, you know, have peace. or peace of mind, maybe even closure. But there's a lot of uncertainty too around that. So I'm not sure where the uncertainty is coming from. Okay, it's coming from a place of I'm not being sure if that's the right thing to do. Maybe even a little bit of fear. So again, this could be outside energy or yours that I'm picking up. It could be that somebody is fearful of like, or not certain of how to express something, especially if they're living with some sort of regret, okay, or feeling bad or sorry for something. And or this could be you know, kind of feeling uncertain just about the whole situation in general, or maybe about how you feel. But I honestly feel like there is the opportunity to close a cycle here, a karmic cycle, and have some sort of closure, which I use that term loosely because we are eternal. So we're never really at the end of anything at any point. It's just every end is a new beginning to launch into a different job, lifestyle, age range, you know, relationship. Even when you leap out of this body, you know, you're not, and your experience isn't over. It's just transcending, right? So yeah, there's closure, quote unquote, available to you, but it is going to open up a new chapter as well. So let's go a little bit further. Ten of Swords. Seven of Wands, the Hierophant. And the Sun. So there's a few different messages. Some of you are unaware, this may be a total side note, that somebody has feelings for you. Okay, that's one group of you. There's another group of you that you're maybe unaware of just how somebody's feeling in general. And I don't know why that's showing up here. I feel like a distraction in the energy. I feel like your focus is elsewhere. I honestly think you're going through like this, your own transformative process where you're also kind of doing your own thing and healing and all that good stuff. You've got the Ten of Swords, which represents, you know, mental exhaustion, but also endings. But it's like something you're doing alone or privately. Again, there's that private kind of keep something to myself type of energy that I felt at the beginning of the reading. So whatever you have going on, either keep it private, okay? And or you may, yeah, be keeping it private, okay? Because I do feel that this is for you to understand, not necessarily other people. Like, this is personal, okay? And then follow your bliss, Aries. What does your higher self say is the right thing to do, right? And just a reminder that forgiveness, if that's what's required, is not a gift that you're giving to someone else. It's a gift that you give yourself. It is you allowing you to let go, and therefore once you let go, it raises your vibration, because you can't be in a high vibe and good feeling place and holding on to the past or somebody's mistakes at the same time. You can't. It's impossible. You're either bitter or you're better. You know what I mean? And why do I keep hearing, but revenge is a dish best served? Or was that even the saying? I don't know. I don't know where that came from. But it's just like, do you want to be bitter or you want to be better? you know. I would choose better, but you get a choice, free will, right? But I do feel that there is change coming through, and I also feel like you are receiving guidance during this time frame. And I feel the outcome, regardless of what you choose, is a positive one with the sun here. But it's like, you know, life is kind of always putting us in a position to show ourselves who we really are. So it's like, who do you want to be, you know? I saw this meme the other day where there was like the shadow part of a person and the enlightened part of the person. And the shadow part was saying, dish out to them what they've dished out to you. And then the lighter side of the person was saying, but that's not who I am. So what's more important to you? You know, and who do you really want to be at the end of the day? So those are questions to ask yourself. All right, so let's see what the guidance is. And we're going to go to the you versus them. This says, I came as an extension of source energy. You came as a physical extension of source energy, understanding that you would explore contrast, causing expansion not only for you, but all that is. You knew that you could find your way back to the resources of your source by feeling your way and by understanding that the relationship between you and you is not one of separateness, but of alignment and resonance. When you master the art of allowing your consistent alignment with the source within you, every other relationship will be beneficial and pleasurable. Wow, very interesting guidance there for you, Aries. I can't wait to see what's next. We're going to go into the love reading, so stay right there. I'll see you in just a second. And welcome back. So, Aries, now we're going to go into the you versus them love reading. I'm going to go back and forth between you and the person you may be connecting with. Keep in mind that it is a general reading, so that means the roles can be reversed. It can be about anyone in your life. Not always is it going to be about a lover, but most of the time it will. Keep an open mind, and let's get into it. So you have the card of abundance. Ooh, it's my favorite card in the deck. This is a beautiful energy. This is like being in a space of acceptance, allowance, abundance. You may have good luck coming your way during your birthday season, so I love that for you. This person has a breakthrough and totality. So this is similar to the tower energy I felt in the spiritual reading. So I feel like this person is having some big big breakthroughs, okay? And also, you know, transformations and some sort of transcendence happening where they're getting the big picture. Like they finally could be seeing, like for the first time, like the big picture of something. Only to realize later that they were wrong. That is what I picked up in the spiritual reading. So some of you, this is just a carryover from the spiritual reading. So wow, okay, let's get into it. Let's see. So Aries, we're going to look at recent past. What led up to the now, how you're seeing each other, how you both feel underneath it all, and most likely outcomes. Recent past for my Aries. The Magician. The Five of Pentacles. And the Hierophant. So, Aries, there's that Five of Pentacles again. Some of you felt in the past that you were kind of like at the mercy of the higher power, you know, or somebody who had more power than you, or at least it felt that way, which is a really interesting message for me to get. It's like feeling like, too, like you're a good person, but good things aren't necessarily coming your way. And let me tell you this, because this is a big misnomer in the spiritual community. You can be a good person and still manifest bad things if you don't know the power of your mind. You know, bad things happening is not a mark of being a good or a bad person. I wish we would get out of that. You know what else is not a punishment? Death, illness. You know, like people see things that happen to other people and then they wonder like what karma created that, or is that because they're a bad person? And it's like there's no goodness or badness about it. It is what it is. It is it's a law. It's based on law of attraction. Whatever you most predominantly give your mind to is what naturally occurs. But you know, that doesn't mean that you are a bad person. You could be a very good person who just happens to worry a lot because maybe you've just gotten used to that. Maybe your mother worried a lot and your grandmother worried a lot, so you also picked that trait up. You know, you got a good heart, but you constantly focus on worry, 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 worry. And then you end up manifesting things that are concerning, worrisome, you know, and somebody outside of your situation could look at that and say, well, what is that a reflection of? Nothing. Just that they unknowingly focused on something they didn't want. You know, I don't know why I'm going into that. I don't know if some of you like felt like because something bad happened to you that you must have been a bad person. You know, I think a lot of people think that, like, where did I go wrong? You know, why is this happening to me? Like this woe is me type thing. And therefore be very hard on yourself. And it's like, no. None of that was a reflection of your goodness or your badness, because Source only sees you as goodness. Other humans may not, but thankfully they are not your higher self. Your higher self, Source, God, whatever you want to call it, is only goodness. It's only purity. It's only love. It's unconditional. So let that rhetoric go. Let that idea go. I don't know where that idea came from, but it's flawed. And apparently part of your reading, because I felt the need to talk to you about that. All right, let's see what this other person's been having going on. I can never just do like a simple to the point reading, which, you know, you either love me or you hate me for. But let's see what else. Okay, Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands. Eight of Cups. What else? Six of Cups. So, Aries, this person in the recent past, I feel like they kind of had to walk away from something in order to really see the big picture, okay? I also feel like this person has went through a lot of growth, a lot of development, especially when it comes to like seeing their part in things or maturing, you know? So I feel like this person is in the space of seeing things in a more evolved fashion, in a sense of like, yeah, being more evolved. So let's see what else. Let's go to recent, how they're viewing you, how you're viewing them right now in this moment for Aries. How is Aries viewing them? Temperance, the Devil, Two of Swords, and the King of Pentacles. So I feel like this is you, Aries, over here, kind of taking care of business, taking care of yourself. And when it comes to this person, I feel like there's a lot of fluctuation in the way that you feel. You know, I feel like a part of you feels that there's like a toxic element to this person. Like there's something that makes you wary, that's the word, wary of this person's intentions. And at the same time, you also see them as capable, as grounded, practical. So I feel a split in the way that you view them, and or in maybe the way that they express themselves to you. So maybe sometimes they seem like very logical and you're with it, and then sometimes you're like, that's a little red flaggy, you know. So let's see how this person sees you, Aries. You know, we all got a little bit of red flaggy in us, you know. Well, some of us have more so yellow flags, you know, but all of us have a flag, okay? Okay, Nine of Cups, Queen of Swords, Nine of Wands. This person sees you as a successful being, intelligent, smart, either the potential to be successful or just downright successful, fun to be around. I heard a blast. That may be something they've actually said to you. They see you in a really positive light, Aries. So let's see how you're feeling then about this person underneath it all. And yeah. Sorry. I thought I was getting the song, but it went away as soon as I got here. Okay, how are you feeling underneath it all? Eight of Pentacles. King of Swords. Why is that? Whoa, 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 whoa. So I feel like for some of you, Aries, I feel like you've cut your ties maybe, or your emotions off for this person. You've just been focusing on yourself, kind of moving on, maybe even a little bit guarded, keeping your guard up, you know, trying to protect your happiness, protect your love, your heart, your loved ones, all of that. Others of you, it's just a sense of like the sternness showing up here when it comes to this connection. Like if you're trying to move forward and go into your happiness and this is going to be a blockage, then it's going to be cut off. Point blank, period. You know, and I feel some of you feel it's better to, you know, cut something off proactively almost. On the other hand, I feel like if this contributes to your happiness and, you know, can create a sense of peace and balance, you would accept it. But I feel very skeptical about that. I feel you being very skeptical. So what was the message in the spiritual reading? Listen to how you feel. First and foremost, let's see what's going on in this person's heart space. Oh, the Seven of Swords. Ain't that a bitch? Sorry. King of Wands. Ah! Well, maybe your spidey senses are speaking to you for a reason, Aries. This person's very all over the map emotionally. It's interesting because they got like this breakthrough of clarity, you know, about their part in something or something to deal with, like the big picture or the past. And they see you in a very positive light, but in the heart space, the Seven of Swords, King of Wands, like, ew. You know, that is deceptive energy, but it could also be, on the other hand, you know, like a stalking type of energy, spying. I'm talking about social media. I ain't saying nobody's in your bushes or nothing. Although if somebody is in your bushes, please call the police and not a tarot reader, okay? Anyways, so I just feel something suspicious going on here. You know what I mean? Like, it's raising my suspicious meter. I don't know if there's ulterior motives. Like, this person wants you to open up to them, to give to them. They're also very emotional, but yet at the same time, somewhat egotistical, like their pride getting in their way. They could be saying like, yes, I want, you know, to give and for things to be balanced, but they may not be you know, fully honest in that intention. Like it's coming from a more impulsive space than a reasonable space. Reasoned. Their reasoning is off. Their reasoning is off. So let's see then. Oh, you know what? I just pulled your deck. I accidentally used for them. Oh well. Let's see what you have going on. What is the most likely outcome then for Aries? That's weird. I mixed your energy with theirs. Your cards with theirs. I almost never do that. There you are, the Emperor, the Wheel, Ten of Pentacles, and the Justice card. So I feel you kind of sticking to your senses. I was going to say morals, but whatever. I feel you've learned your lesson. You know what I mean? Like, you want stability. You want real. You want a foundation to build on. And you're going to weigh it out, you know, pros and cons. Does this contribute to my stability? Does this make me feel more empowered? You know, because you've learned some sort of lesson here when it comes to this person or your heart space, like in general, when it comes to relationships. And it's time to apply the knowledge, right? It's time to use that wisdom, Aries. And I actually feel you kind of standing in your space of power and doing just that. But it's a really, I mean, I feel like you can't really go wrong here because your overall card is the card of luck and abundance. So I just, yeah, do what feels best to you, Aries. Let's see this person's most likely outcome. Three of Wands. Four of Swords, Eight of Swords, Three of Wands. Six of Pentacles. So I do feel there's like a suffering and silence going on here. I'm not sure if it's coming from you or them. I just saw there's a card over here. What's this about? Queen of Cups. There's also something this person needs to let go of or have closure on themselves. Like there's a healing process going on for them as well. I feel that they are trying to, you know, switch up. They're switching up something. Tactics, I don't know. They're switching up their energy, trying to focus on the future, but they get stuck in their head a lot, you know. I feel this person feeling a bit trapped or restricted, and they want to, see, here's the other thing, is I feel like this person honestly does want to be giving or give to the connection or whatever, but see, in their heart space, I feel their reasoning being off. Like, what's the motive? What's the reason that you want to give? And if the answer is because I want to receive, even though that seems understandable, it is a bit off. Because when you give with the expectation of receiving, it actually slows down the receiving. That's why, you know, all the religious texts and spiritual texts will say, you know, give of yourself freely, give of your time freely. Freely being the important part, meaning no strings attached, no expectation. And actually, when you give from that genuine space, you do always end up receiving. Because genuine attracts genuine. You know what I mean? Even if that person isn't the person, you know, giving back to you, the universe will give it back to you tenfold in other ways. But when you give something because you expect something in return, okay, your reasoning is off. And oftentimes you don't get what you want in return because the reasoning is off. See, the universe does not hear what you say, it hears what you mean. You know, so that's a message for, I feel, the cross watcher, your person. But again, because it's a general reading, maybe you needed to hear that too. So let's see the guidance. My thoughts join a powerful swirling vortex of attraction. In the same way that the law of attraction is responding to thoughts, words, and actions that you're offering here in your physical reality, the law of attraction is also responding to your vibrational reality. When the law of attraction, the universal manager of all vibrations, responds to the clarity of vibration offered by your expanding inner being, the result is a powerful swirling vortex of attraction. So, wow, lots of words just to remind you, Aries, that what I just said, the law of attraction is always responding to your thoughts, your words, and your actions. But more so, the law of attraction is responding to how you genuinely feel, what you really mean underneath it all. So, wow. Awesome reading. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Zodiac signs that you may be connecting with or have in your own chart. I had Scorpio pop up earlier. Let's see what else. I don't have any zodiac signs. Taurus, Libra, Aries, Cancerian, Capricorn, Sagittarius, and Taurus. I've got Gemini here. But take what resonates, leave what doesn't. It is a general reading. If it did resonate, let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe if you haven't yet. And also find me on Facebook and Instagram for more fun stuff. I do go live there as well. All of it linked down below as well as in the About section. Otherwise, I'm wishing you the very, very best. And until next time, my friends, namaste.